Welcome back, everyone, to The Wolf Among Us. It is time for the Crooked Man's defense. God damn it, Lawrence, don't wear a shirt that says "Let them eat cake." Seriously, dude, it makes you look like an asshole.
Ridiculous.
All right.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh, are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
That's not what he
Seemed
said.
pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
I wouldn't call that help.
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
A bit carried away.
They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you?
Oh, he's a
You'd
spin
do
master.
anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
I'm sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but it's you who put Crane up to it.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours.
Oh, shit.
Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
Sorry, Snow.
We've made some mistakes.
Yeah.
I've made some mistakes.
Thank you.
But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help. and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He doesn't
Do you
care.
really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Wow, having Lawrence here changes things a lot. It took a lot more convincing, but with him here to be like, fucking...
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
What about
What
your
about your
history?
All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
That was
Bluebeard did
Bluebeard,
that.
Not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
Right, right.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
If Vivian
Georgie
were still
killed
alive.
Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
God damn it,
What's
Bluebeard.
that supposed to mean?
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking.
God damn it.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Shut up.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
Oh.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian killed herself.
And it broke the
Putting
curse.
pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Damn it, Bluebeard.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you
What
expect?
expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of him.
Too dangerous.
We
Ooh.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm
I
down.
mean, we should probably
Should
vote.
have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
What about
He was
me?
appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
All right. Here's a little thing that I figured out the hard way.
Yes, Sheriff.
Rip his head off.
What you think is right.
Throw him
Teach
down
him
the
a
well.
fucking lesson.
Lock him
He
up.
has to
We can
die.
lock him
Oh,
up.
jeez.
get rid
I'm
of
not sure which to choose. Really? The crooked man thinks he can overpower me? Goodbye.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
You all get one warning, and you've already
You know,
used up enough.
Between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
Goodbye.
No, I won't.
Gotta say, that's definitely my favorite way to go about
For
it.
Lily. And Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Farewell, crooked man, and good riddance to bad rubbish. Ah! This choice is blank? What?
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
What the fuck? Ah! What the hell is happening? Oh my god. What in the fuck have I done? What in the hell is happening? Silence is always an option. Especially to bullshit. Oh my god. What?
Did I miss anything good?
What in the fuck?
Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Oh, Jesus! What in the shit? What? Oh my god, what? Invisible! I'm sorry, I should stop. I should stop and go back, but I can't. I can't. Oh my god. What? What in the shit? Alright, I'll be back after I figure out what the fuck is going on. Okay, I think I found the problem. As you see, part 5 of episode 4 is pieced together, and part 6 is come knocking. And then episode 5 has part 1, the chapel, part 2, out in the open, part 3, vagabonds, part 4, face to face, part 5, unfairness, and then part 5, pieced together. Wait, what? I'll see if I can fix this. Just a moment. Okay. 1 day later. Alright, cool. I think I fixed it. I think. No promises. Holy shit. What the fuck was that?
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you.
Hey, Flycatcher.
I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Poor Flycatcher. He's had it worse than most.
This fucking line.
Hey, Jack. Tim. Johan.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Ah. Everything okay?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Got it. Okay.
We'll talk later, okay?
As in busy. Good.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Small changes. Moving to the right direction. Web and Muffin Market, Yellow Brick Roadhouse, very funny stuff.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit!
So how you doing?
Just go grab that, would you? How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
She'll love it.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
You'll be
Don't worry.
safer there.
You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
I hear a
All
lot.
set.
Colin tells me all the time.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Colin. I wish I could visit.
Wish I could come visit you up at the farm.
Yeah, well, too bad everybody up there hates you. Maybe if you do bad enough here, they'll ban you from Fabletown, too. Then we can go on the run together. You can show me around the Carpathians or something.
Yeah, maybe.
You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road? One last time?
Give him the pack.
Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby?
Something like that.
I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
No promises.
I can't make any promises.
Yeah, me neither.
See you around, Colin.
Saying goodbye?
Probably my favorite scene in the entire game coming up. Let's see if I don't fuck it up.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am.
Afraid of
It's
what might
not
happen if
easy
you
to
take it off.
forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
No, I understand.
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
So you sold
You've
them
seen
out.
how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man.
Looks like that didn't go
But
over
then-
so well.
Oh, God.
These lanky dames, I tell you.
Thank you. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason.
Right.
And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Well, what's done is done, and whatever. I needed a material witness.
What's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
Oh.
Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way.
Of course.
We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
Well, that won't happen anymore.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Yeah.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened.
You're not wrong.
You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've done some good.
Some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Wait a minute.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
This isn't over.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Yeah. What'd you do to Georgie? Oh, I murdered him. Yeah, whatever. He was dead anyway. What'd I do with Crooked Man? Gave him a trial. What did I do after that? Threw him down the goddamn well. I mean, I told you. Episode 1. Everybody gets one warning. After that, I can't be held accountable for what I do. He had already used up his one warning. So when he tried to drag me down the witching well, not gonna happen. Of course I accepted Snow's gift. Only 1.5%. Only the cruelest people didn't accept his gift. What were my last words? Up with 50%. I hope I've done some good here. But, obviously, things don't quite add up. Too many questions. Too many, what's the word I'm looking for? Coincidences. I can't let that slide. Noir. I'm greedy. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Oh god, the fucking this choice is blank. Oh god, it's all coming back. Fantastic game. Fantastic story. Really fun time. Explore. Explore, folks. Play it yourself. There's a lot of different things that can happen. I mean, we never really did figure out what Faith's story was, like why she why she left Lawrence to go become a prostitute. We never really figured that out. I guess we didn't ask the right questions, or maybe that's just part of the mystery we don't get to figure out. I don't know. I can't say. What I can say is, if you liked what you saw, thank you very much for joining me. If you want to continue a new adventure, please subscribe. And if you think that what I do is really keen, you can send me a couple bucks monthly on Patreon. I can use that money to do fantastic, amazing things like make more videos, start streaming, hire an artist, do cool shit, and do the coolest thing I can think of. Figure out what game to play next. And oh god, this cat is biting me. Good night, everyone.